Okay, so here we are at English 111. We're in week 12. And so just some quick announcements and reminders that are out there for you. So we're doing we have finished our paper number 3, and those grades should be posted here in a little bit. We're going to stick with APA style as we go into our final paper, which is argumentation. So those of you that have been writing argumentation papers all along, this is the one that counts, okay? You can actually watch the presentation on argumentation under the assignments tab, if I remember correctly. It's not there in course documents. And so make sure that you check that out. We're sticking with APA style, which is, again, the realm of the sciences, and in this case, law is considered sort of that. As you go into classes where you might learn more about law and legalese stuff and government, you may hear the word Chicago coming up more and more frequently. And that's one of the other options out there for legal writing, the Chicago style. We're not going to worry about that. We're just doing APA and MLA for this class, APA for this final paper as well. So under your discussion board, what's going to happen this week is something a little funky. You'll see 2 weeks open up. You'll see both week 12 and week 13 open up. And what is going to happen is essentially you will be able to do both within whatever time frame. But essentially what happens is they'll both open up, but week 12 will stay open until that Friday. So in other words, they'll stay open until April 9th. But the week 13 one, which opens up, will still be available until April 16th. But the week 13 one's a little bit more in-depth. It requires you to do a little bit of research. So I wanted to give you some extra time to do that. It's also coming to the end of the semester, all of that jazz. So certainly we'll be doing that as well. A couple other notes. There's a final exam coming, if you didn't know that. It's a spontaneous writing exercise that's going to be in the testing center. I'll probably drop it off there today and make it available through much of April, probably until the 22nd or 23rd. So I'll take care of all of that. It's just basically read something and respond to it in the appropriate style. Nothing too taxing, just me checking up on you, making sure that you have your reading skills, comprehension, writing style, all of that sort of ready to go. So I'll post a more official announcement when I actually drop that document off in the testing center and let you know when that's available. It should be pretty easy, nothing too taxing. So also, as you progress towards your argumentation paper, I'll open up week 14 and week 15 as a sort of combined discussion board. So really the last 2 weeks you're going to be focusing on your final exam and your final paper, and that's really it. I'm not going to expect you to keep posting discussion board posts and so on. So week 13 is really our last official video post, etc., etc. Also, and I don't know if you have gotten this email, but I have, that course evaluations will be coming soon. If you've gotten them, hey, that's great. But basically what's going to happen is you'll get a course evaluation. There'll be a bunch of questions that you have to ask through IOTA. They're anonymous. I don't see them until after you graduate, basically, or rather after graduation this semester, if I remember correctly. And so essentially, just reflecting on the class, what you got out of it, what, you didn't get out of it, what you would like to get out of it, all of that stuff. And I usually take a look at those over the summer, check them out, and see if I need to tinker with anything for future online 111s. With 111, it's pretty difficult to tell just how much you're getting out of it in an online forum. But hopefully the presentations I put up have been helpful, the documents I put up have been helpful, and the discussion boards have been helpful in getting you to earn feedback and start to generate paper ideas and so on. So anything that you feel needs to be improved with the class, I always tell my classes, if you just type in "this sucks," it does nothing for me and I just ignore you. But if you tell me why and so on, then I'll pay attention as to why you think something sucks and, actually do something about it usually. If it's, there are some things I can't do anything about, like the number of papers for the class, obviously. But, if you have a legitimate concern in terms of what you learned or what you didn't learn, I'll take a look at those and see if I can sort of finagle the structure of the class for next time. So those are the things. Again, keep an eye out for the official exam announcement. I'll probably be dropping that off later today, and that will be available for a couple weeks in the testing center. Otherwise, that is all I have for you this week. Keep on trucking. You're doing a good job. Don't let the assignment snowball on you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.